He just scored 7 goals at a single World Cup, more than any Englishman in history, and he did it before his 24th birthday. Days ago, Jude Bellingham dragged England to a 6-4 win over France to claim 3rd place at the 2026 World Cup, capping a summer that turned an already huge star into a global phenomenon. He wears the number 5 at Real Madrid, sits on an estimated $50 million fortune, and signs deals with the biggest brands on earth. Yet the money is the least interesting part of his story. Stay with me, because how he got here is stranger and far more disciplined than the headlines suggest. Jude Victor William Bellingham was born on June 29, 2003, in Stourbridge, England. Football ran in the family. His father, Mark, was a prolific non-league striker who also worked as a police officer, while his mother, Denise, quietly managed his early career and kept him grounded. Coaches noticed something unusual about him as a kid, and it was not only the talent. He read the game several moves ahead of boys his age, thinking like a veteran while still a child. He joined Birmingham City's academy young and climbed through it faster than anyone expected. Rise to fame. In 2019, at just 16, he became the youngest first-team player in Birmingham City's history. He was not merely holding his own against grown professionals. He was controlling matches. Europe's giants came calling, from Manchester United and Chelsea to Liverpool and Bayern Munich. Then he picked the club that surprised everyone, Borussia Dortmund. The choice revealed his mindset. He wanted development over hype, and Dortmund had already turned young players like Jadon Sancho and Erling Haaland into stars. Germany sharpened him. He lifted the DFB Pokal in 2021, wore the captain's armband as a teenager, and grew into one of the Bundesliga's most complete midfielders. By 2023, Real Madrid had seen enough and paid an initial €103 million, one of the largest fees ever for a young player. Adapting to Madrid usually takes years. He needed weeks, scoring and leading from his opening games in the famous number 5 shirt. He hit a run of goals almost immediately, and by the end of his first season, he had won both La Liga and the Champions League, sweeping up individual awards along the way. A 20-year-old English midfielder had walked into the biggest club in the world and made it look easy. Net worth. By 2026, financial analysts put Jude Bellingham's net worth at around $50 million, and most expect it to climb sharply as he enters his prime. His salary is only the base. The real growth comes from what his name is worth off the pitch, and that number keeps rising with every trophy and every tournament. Salary. His Real Madrid contract reportedly pays an estimated 20 to 21 million euros a year before bonuses, placing him among the club's top earners, with the deal running through 2029. That hands him long-term security most players his age never get. His World Cup summer only lifted his value further. He scored twice against Mexico, then twice more against Norway in a brutal quarterfinal, decided in the Miami Heat before England fell to defending champions Argentina in the semi-finals. He answered with a wild 6-4 win over France for 3rd place, and finished as the top-scoring midfielder of the 2026 tournament, a feat no midfielder had ever managed at a World Cup. Every goal added zeros to his commercial worth. Business empire. Bellingham's appeal reaches far past football. Global companies see a young, reliable, worldwide recognized face, and they pay for it. His long-running deal with Adidas anchors the portfolio. He has also fronted campaigns for Louis Vuitton, Skims, EA Sports FC, Lucozade, and McDonald's, making him one of the most bankable footballers of his generation. His advisors steer these choices carefully, treating each partnership as a brick in a long-term brand rather than a quick payday. With tens of millions of followers watching his every appearance, each campaign reaches a global audience the moment it drops. Mansions. Life as one of Real Madrid's marquee names rules out ordinary housing. After his move to Spain, Bellingham settled into one of Madrid's most exclusive and private neighborhoods, shielded by serious security. The home leans modern, open-plan living, floor-to-ceiling glass, several bedrooms, a designer kitchen, private entertainment areas, a personal gym, and a pool built as much for recovery as for relaxation. Every feature serves the schedule of an elite athlete. He keeps the location and interiors mostly out of public view, and he still maintains close ties to England, where much of his family remains. Cars. His garage matches his personality, sharp and understated rather than flashy. Through Real Madrid's partnership with BMW, he drives several of the brand's flagships. The standout is the BMW XM, a performance SUV producing over 650 horsepower. He has also been seen in the fully electric BMW i7 and the spacious BMW X7 for longer trips. Reports have linked him to other high-end machines, though he rarely parades expensive purchases online. The cars signal success without shouting for attention. Private jet. Fans assume every superstar owns a jet. As of 2026, there is no verified evidence that Bellingham owns a private aircraft. Like most top footballers, he flies by private charter instead. Between Real Madrid, England duty, sponsor appearances, and constant travel, chartered flights save time, protect his privacy, and guard his recovery. Ownership may come later as his wealth grows, but for now, charters cover everything he needs. Watches. Away from the pitch, Bellingham has become one of football's best-dressed young players, and his watches follow the same restrained taste. He has been photographed in timepieces from Rolex and Audemar's Piguet, some worth tens of thousands of dollars. He treats them as markers of achievement rather than loud status symbols, matching the clean look he wears everywhere else. Fashion. His partnership with Louis Vuitton pushed him into the fashion world, and he handles it with a quiet, sophisticated style. Neutral colors, sharp tailoring, premium fabrics, and nothing gaudy. He turns up at major shows and campaigns without ever looking like he is trying too hard, which is exactly why luxury houses want him. Family. For all the fame, family sits at the center of his life. His father, Mark, guided him through years of youth football, and his mother, Denise, took on much of the day-to-day management so Jude could focus purely on playing. That support shielded him from the distractions that derail many young stars. He is also close to his younger brother, Jude Bellingham, a rising professional in his own right, and plenty of fans dream of the two lining up together for England. Daily routine. The performances rest on a punishing routine. His weeks mix strength work for power and balance, speed drills for acceleration, and technical sessions sharpening his passing and finishing. He studies video of opponents to fine-tune his decisions. Recovery gets equal weight through ice baths, massage, stretching, hydration, and disciplined sleep. His diet runs on lean protein, complex carbohydrates, vegetables, and planned recovery meals. He understands the hard truth of elite sport. Talent opens the door, but discipline decides how far you walk through it. Charity. Even early in his career, Bellingham uses his platform with intent. He backs community programs and charitable campaigns, often ones that help young people through football, and he tends to keep the work private rather than turning it into publicity. People around him describe someone who remembers where he came from. As his wealth grows, that giving is likely to expand. Future plans. At 23, his story is barely half written. Many footballers peak in their late 20s, which means their best seasons may still lie ahead. On the pitch, he is chasing more Champions League and La Liga titles, deep runs with England, and the individual prizes that follow. Off it, some experts believe his fortune could pass $100 million before he reaches his peak, driven by new deals, investments, and property. The structure is already in place. The only real question is how high he climbs. Legacy. Look past the mansions, the cars, and the endorsements, and the pattern behind Jude Bellingham is consistency. He left home as a teenager to test himself in a foreign league, rebuilt his game year after year, and now scores record goals on the sport's biggest stage. He has become more than a footballer. He is a global brand still in its opening chapter, with decades left to decide how the rest reads. From a teenager having his jersey retired at Birmingham City to commanding a multi-million-dollar global footprint at Real Madrid, Jude Bellingham is not just playing the game. He is redefining what it means to be a modern sports icon. What do you think is the smartest move in his portfolio? His mega deal with Real Madrid, or his signature global campaigns with Louis Vuitton and Adidas? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an insider look at the world's ultra-wealthy. We will see you in the next video.